So we have to decide whether an organism is dead or alive. And it's actually a far more difficult thing to work out than you might think. At a certain level, we can work it out by looking at things called these 7 life processes. And what these are the 7 things which life does. And they're pretty easy to remember. We've got M for movement, so that means that an organism, a living thing, can move around either physically or, like a plant, can move towards light. It needs to reproduce, so increase the number of its species, but also to replace those that are dying because of old age, predation, things like that. Sensitivity, which means that it can respond to its environment and react to what it needs to do. So that's things like running away or moving towards the light. Nutrition. So of course we need nutrition. You need some kind of energy source, some kind of food. So that's for animals consuming plants, other animals for plants themselves. Perhaps that's producing food by photosynthesis. We've then got E for excretion. So that is our getting rid of things, so getting rid of waste products. We've got R for respiration, and that is basically turning food actually into energy. And then I'll put G over here, which is for growth, and that's from going, and virtually all organisms have to do this. You have to go from a smaller size, from a child, to an adult size, and it can take quite a long time. For humans, you're still growing when you're 18, 20, so it takes 20 years. Other organisms, it can happen much more quickly. So now we've got these 7 life processes, we actually need to try and think of a way of remembering them. So the 2 easiest ways of remembering them are Mrs. NERG and then Mrs. GREN. Okay? Both dead easy to remember, and basically in an exam you go through, you write that down, and then you go through and just say, so okay, M is for movement, R is for, say, respiration, S is for sensitivity, G is for growth, R is for the second one, can be for reproduction, doesn't matter which way you do those R's, E is for excretion, and N is for nutrition. Now obviously you want to do them probably neater than that, but you get the idea. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you want more stuff, then as ever visit decaffeinatedtalk.com for exam help, revision aids, links to all the textbooks and everything like that. If you've got a question, then leave a comment underneath the video. These are my first couple of videos that I'm doing, so be gentle.